Welcome back to Movie Mojo. Today we are going to review the thriller film, Hush. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Maddie Young, a deaf-mute writer of horror, lost her hearing and speech after developing bacterial meningitis when she was 13 years old. Permanent hearing loss and transient vocal cord paresis were both brought on by the condition, and following unsuccessful surgery, these effects became permanent. After publishing the critically acclaimed book Midnight Mass, Maddie decides to go away from New York City and live alone in the woods with her white cat in the hopes of furthering her writing career. One evening, when her friend Sarah pays her a visit to return a book, they discuss her loneliness and Sarah's wish to learn more sign language. Later that evening, Sarah is pursued to Maddie's home by a masked assailant with a crossbow. Unnoticed by Maddie, a bloodied Sarah bangs on the door while yelling for help. The murderer stabs Sarah 13 times, killing her. Maddie's deafness is immediately inferred by the murderer, who then proceeds to try to make her another victim. He breaks into her home and takes her phone, which he uses to send her images of herself. When Maddie attempts to call the police after realizing she is being stalked, the killer cuts the power and punctures the tires on her car to keep her from getting away. With her lipstick, Maddie scrawls "won't tell, didn't see face, boyfriend coming home" on the glass panel door. When the victim answers, the assailant removes his mask to reveal his face. After realizing that she can read lips, he tames her by threatening to wait to break in. He then bangs on the window using Sarah's dead body. In an effort to distract the killer so she can get Sarah's phone out of her corpse's pocket, Maddie uses her vehicle keys to set off her alarm. However, she is caught by the killer before she can get the phone, so she hastily locks herself back inside. Maddie is hit in the leg by the assailant with a crossbow bolt as she tries to escape through the second-story window, but she manages to throw him off the roof and seize the weapon. John, Sarah's boyfriend, shows up at Maddie's house in search of Sarah. John becomes skeptical of the murderer as he pretends to be a police officer responding to a report. He intends to use a boulder to stab the murderer in the neck from behind, but Maddie disorients him by hammering on the glass. To give Maddie a chance to flee while John bleeds to death, he places the assailant in a chokehold, but she quickly understands that she will either be caught or bleed to death. Her attacker must be killed if she is to survive. Outside, the murderer brandishes a knife and threatens Maddie's cat, but she uses the crossbow to shoot him in the shoulder. The assailant slams the sliding door on Maddie's wrist and crushes her hand with his boot as she flees into the home. He permits Maddie to open the door and lock it after pulling her battered hand inside. Maddie writes "Do it, coward" on the door with her own blood when he threatens to break in. Maddie types a description of the man and a letter to her family on her laptop as the murderer starts pounding on the door with a tire iron. With a knife in hand, she then locks herself in the bathroom. The murderer chooses to smash through the bathroom skylight after failing to get entry through the door. He accidentally breathes across Maddie's neck before she notices him. She stabs him in the knee after narrowly avoiding his onslaught. He pursues her into the kitchen, where she sprays him with pesticide and throws him off balance with her visual smoke alarm. He starts to strangle her, but she kills him when she uses a corkscrew to stab him in the neck. Maddie takes the man's body to get her phone and calls 911. Maddie pets her cat and beams as the police come up to her on the steps of her porch. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.